Alright, folks, now I am back. Had myself a little bit of a 15-minute break there. Okay, where are we here? Okay, yeah, alright. yeah, right now I'm drinking me some coffee. I have hazelnut creamer in it. I love hazelnut. It's this funny thing. It's like, I normally buy the Internationals a light creamers because I like them better. They're not as sweet. You know, because I have a little bit of a blood sugar issue. I'm not going to lie about that. But it's not really. So yeah, I caught that. All right. I'm getting better about that. Most of the time, I was like, oh shit! I get another lane. There's a car that they're cut off or hit. So, now it's happened in the past before, like in the older episodes, if you watch them. That's what I do. My mother has some really crazy stories about real estate. And this is actually kind of a really disturbing story. So, it's, I say viewer discretion is advised for this next story I'm about to tell you. It's a little dark. But my mother's in real estate, and she knew this lady. She works for a property management company right now. And one of her friends called her up the other day, and she said, hey, look, I need to tell you about this house that I'm leasing, trying to lease back out. And she told the story about this lady. It was an older lady. Who lived there. Her kids were like just a couple miles away, and she was always really good about paying her rent, right? So, but then a couple weeks went by. It's like they couldn't really hear from her. Like her rent was due, and she just wasn't answering the phone. She wasn't doing anything. So so my mother's friend called the neighbor and said, "Hey, can you do a welfare check on her and see what's going on?" So the neighbor loads across. There's newspapers all over the front porch. Apparently, no one. It looks like no one has been there in a while. That's strange, right? So they called the police, and the police came in there. Turns out, folks, that woman's been dead for 3 weeks. And you know what the most disturbing part about this is, folks? Is that that she had a dog, and the dog survived because the dog ate her. Yeah, I know, that's, actually my mother described that, I'm like, what the fuck, seriously? I was like, what kind of a dog was it? And this is what surprised me. She said it was a golden retriever. So pretty much, this is a kind of a difficult thing to talk about. I was like, oh my god, a dog actually ate him. And then, yeah, actually ate him. Yeah. That is a first for me, but according to my mother's friend, that is not a rare thing. That does happen quite a bit, she said. But just the fact that, her kids didn't really do anything, didn't check on her or anything, and she pretty likely that she was pretty much just eaten by her dog, so the dog survived. Of course, the dog had to be put down, not because it was vicious or anything. Like, once it tastes something like that, it's not going to go back to dog food or anything. It's going to start wanting to eat more human flesh. It's just an animal instinct, So they had to put the dog down. So, but isn't that just a horrible story? I mean, I was like, oh man, that's just so disturbing. It's like, man. I was like, that's definitely a new one for me. So, but so let's see. For those of you who are a fan of the Far Cry series, movies that open world survival type action thing. Oh, we're actually not on move. See, look what I did there. I cut them off. I told you. When you get in the main part of the game, that's what's going to happen. Is you're going to have to cut people off. Okay, this is 25. Oh, I called it. Okay, that. Sometimes the sound glitches there. That's why I was doing that. So now I know it's weird. Sometimes it does that. Sometimes it doesn't. I know it's weird. What you gonna do? All right. So yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, the Far Cry series. Now, there's a fifth one that just released, and okay, I'm trying not to be biased here, but I'm not really a big fan of the Far Cry series. I don't really like that kind of, the survival games and stuff like that are not new. I mean, the concept is a cool concept, but it's an amazing looking game. I'm seeing partial playthroughs of it. It looks like it's an amazing game, but it's an ending I don't like. I'm just gonna flat out say I just absolutely hate the ending to it. I hate it. It's probably one of the. I'm not gonna spoil it for everybody, but I'm just gonna say it like this: is that when you get to the end of the game, it's what they consider the good ending is not that great. Okay. So yeah. I mean, it's really I have to admit, it's a very ballsy move for the developers to actually go decide such a dark ending, which is considered good, and the bad ending is considered the good one. But you're gonna have to watch or play Far Cry 5 to actually look at the endings and stuff. I'm not gonna say what's gonna happen, but I absolutely hated it. That I'm sorry, but you go through a long game like that and the ending ends like that. No. I'd be so fucking pissed off. I'm so glad I watched that. I was like, I kind of wanted to try it out for myself, but actually get to the end and actually find out what happens, I'd be like, oh fuck no! I did all that work and stuff just for that to happen. It's like I don't think so. So. I'm sorry, folks. I just don't like the ending to it. I think it's a terrible ending. Very ballsy. Most people are gonna. I don't know. It's like, what are your thoughts on it, guys? If y'all have played Far Cry 5, anybody's into that, let me know what you think about Far Cry 5, because I hated the ending, and I've already said it 3 times already. But I'm sorry, I just don't like it. I think it's, it's something different that you don't really see in video games. You see, the good guy wins. I'm like, well, it's kind of like, that ending's really gonna, I think, start up some controversy and a lot of hate. I'm like, it just sends a bad message. I mean, I don't know why it's bothering me so much. Normally video games don't bother me that much. It's like, then it's like, oh, okay. It's like for example, with Fallout 4, which, don't get me wrong, absolutely fantastic game. I mean, yeah, nuclear fallout, just, I'm kind of hinting what happens, but if I spoiled it for you guys, I'm sorry. But, yeah, if you put 2 and 2 together, so, so, yeah. Oh, should I say what happens? I really don't want to spoil it for you guys. I really don't. But, yeah, just kind of, Fallout 4 is kind of, because it starts at the beginning of the game, and that particular part, I don't mind that, because you already know what the Fallout series is about. It's about nuclear warfare. It's a, entire world's turned into a nuclear wasteland. You have to survive. And, in Fallout 3, you had to find your father. In Fallout 4, you're this guy or this girl, and you're trying to find what happened to your son. And it turned out it's like 200 years have passed, and since the nuclear fallout, you have to go out in these wastelands and find your son. It's an amazing game. I loved the entire playthrough of it that I watched. It was absolutely amazing. So, but that's really all I got to say in that area. I mean, it's just one of those games that kind of, the ending was like, what? Because you have multiple endings with Fallout 4, and Far Cry 5 does have multiple endings. So the one of them is actually considered, it's considered the bad ending. But I think to me it's considered the good ending, because you're just gonna have to watch it for yourself. So that's all I'm really gonna say for now. But alright, so we're gonna be turning off here. Trying to cut this truck off here. So yeah, it's gonna be one of those quick stop exits is what I call them. Yeah, but dip and brake. Sounds like sort of like a musical move or a dance move or something. Yeah, we're gonna do the dip and brake. There's a car coming, but that's alright. Alright, this one's 37 miles an hour. Yeah, oh man. It's just shit, I hate it. So yeah, our expected time is Monday at 3:18 a.m. So we're actually making some significant progress here, so that's cool. Looks like I'm gonna go ahead here and split the video. This is where we are so far. So we're getting there. That's all I can really say. So be back in flash.